What up, everybody? Welcome to Asian Paranormals. My name is Boy.
And I'm Jay.
And first of all, I want to say Happy New Year's to everybody.
New Year's. Be safe.
Hi, Laos, Cambodian, New Year's. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
And let's get started. What are we talking about today, Jay?
For today's episode, we're going to be talking about a couple photos that we posted on our Instagram. And if you follow us there, I'm pretty sure you've seen it. It's a couple photos that we caught, or our family caught on camera, and it's pretty creepy. It's actually one of the most scariest photos that I've probably ever seen, because it's like
it's personal.
Because it's personal. I know it's real.
Yeah,
I know it's real.
So a little more into detail is that this was caught by my brother-in-law, your uncle. This is at his home, which is connected to where your grandma stay at. If you guys watch episode 2 of the sleep paralysis, I think it's episode 2. I did a drawing of the walkway of the lady crawling. If you walk through that walkway towards the back, this is where it will.
That's the house. It's my old house.
Basically, and it's a creepy spot. You know, it's connected to the alley. There's a gate that's connected to the alley there. You know, entrance, exit, and all that stuff. And we can clear as day see the neighbors on the opposite side of the property. Yeah. Right. So let's take a dive into it, Jay.
All right. So I'll tell you guys what I see. Obviously, there's someone hanging there or floating in midair, and this is on the second story, right? This is the second story.
Yeah.
And if you look closely, you could clearly see that she's wearing some type of gown, a dress or whatever, and you could tell that her head is like bent. And that's why I call this the bent neck lady, like from American Horror Stories.
Yeah.
And I know one of our followers, she posted one of our followers, she commented before that it looks like she's pregnant. I don't know
it could be.
Could be if you look closely.
It's a pretty far thing. So with that being said, I will dive more into details of what this photo is all about. How it came about, yeah. All right, so if you guys take a look at this photo, we can clear as day see a figure across. That's actually 2 apartments down. We would say apartments because it's rented as apartment, but it's 2 homes down, right? You can see the bars right there. That's the screen door, okay? And at the top left corner, that's your uncle. Yeah. You know, my brother-in-law. Right? You can see his face. So what happened was he was trying to catch a possum in the act because they kept coming up the stairs and just rattling things and all that stuff. So what he did was he put his iPad on his screen door. Right? As you can tell, you for sure know that's a FaceTime type of scenario. Yeah. Right? So you see him up there. He FaceTime it just to catch it in the act. And with it being live, he caught this figure across. Yeah. And from what he saw and what he told me was that figure was actually floating left to right. Yeah. You know, this is a still shot, so you guys aren't going to see that. Yeah, he wasn't able to save the actual footage and stuff, but he was
alive.
Yeah,
it's like a FaceTime.
Yeah, this is a screenshot. So he saw the figure floating back and forth on the camera when he was looking on his iPhone. So what he did was he went and tried to see it with the naked eye. You know, he was standing there. He's just for sure staring at it. With the naked eye, he could not see that actual figure. But on camera, it was still there.
So it was still there, and it was like
floating back and forth.
And like the motion of floating was like hanging type of thing?
Similar, yeah. You know, left to right. So he saw that, and to confirm it, he called your aunt. He called Pauline. And he was like, join up on this and let me know what you see because I'm seeing this. She confirmed that she actually saw it moving left to right also. Yeah. Like somebody's hanging. And that for sure is confirmation because Polly don't BS. Yeah. So that's what we see. Right? Instead of catching an animal, a rodent in the act,
catch a freaking ghost.
Caught a ghost.
And that's one of the clearest evidence you ever that I've seen so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a rendition of what he said that he saw. But he actually went to the neighbor's home and asked him like, "Yo, older Cambodian man, I saw this. I caught this on my camera." Mm-hmm. And you know what the man said? What? "I see her all the time."
So that's proof right there. That's like evidence. Like,
I see her all the time. She's always at my door and stuff. And from a little backstory on the area, or just that spot in general. My mom's cousin used to live right there and stuff too. And I remember they saying that, like, when they walk like around the walkway at nighttime, they saw like somebody looking like they were dressed like Victorian style.
I never heard that story.
Outfit.
Is it?
Yeah, it's and they were like, "What the hell?" Did you see somebody walking by? It could be a residual Victorian era haunting. So, everybody, the viewers, you guys let us know what you guys see.
Yeah.
And this is 100% for sure.
Yeah. It's realistic you can get, and this is crazy how he caught that on camera. He approached those neighbors.
Yeah.
Asked them about it, and they confirmed it. Like, hey.
Yeah. And until this day, they say they still see that lady. It's a lady. Like you said, you see a gown, I see a gown, I see a bonnet.
Or headband, whatever.
Oh yeah, I went to go visit when he showed me this image. And I was a couple shots in the Hennessy, and it just drove chills through my spine. And he was trying to find the video footage and to show it to me, and he couldn't find it and stuff. But at least I saved this image. This is the one I sent you. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent that to you, and I was like, yeah, as if the area is not creepy enough.
Oh yeah.
In order to catch that and stuff. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on to
image.
The next image, and
I'll post it up here so you guys can see. Mm-hmm. All right, so obviously that's the fence to the alleyway.
Yep,
I remember clearly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if from the previous image, if you go downstairs, this is what will lead you
to your right.
Yeah, to your right.
It'll lead you to that gate right there. So I see two people, right? One at the bottom of the screen right there, and obviously there's someone right there, and you can't really see his face, but you can see the definition of a person. You can see his pants. It looked like he's wearing a sweater. Yeah. Right?
All right, so a little more details of this one. If you guys take a look at this image, JR circled, the apparition that we caught. If you look at the top, you see the timestamp on there. It's at 2:41 a.m.
That's just creepy enough.
Yeah, that's creepy
at that time.
Right? So what happened was your uncle, the same one that caught the other image that we talked about, his buddy came over around the time. They knock on the gate. He opens the gate, and they come through and they hang out. It was just his friend.
Just one person.
Yep, at the bottom of the screen, that's his friend. And for sure, your uncle says that there was nobody else next to him or walking with him. And his surveillance footage caught that.
It's caught someone coming in the fence also with him.
After the fence is closed. If you guys look, you can see there's a little black spot in the middle. That's where the gate key is all at.
Yeah, that's like that door.
Yeah, and for sure, whatever is there is covering the gate.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The gate entrance key.
That's crazy. It's like a physical body right there.
He assured that it was nobody else. You say you see a man. I for some reason think it's a woman.
You think so?
I don't know why, but
I mean, I do see the long hair. Like if I think about it like that.
Yeah. And I've gone to that place so many times. My mom lived around the area right there. My sister lived there. There's nothing that will block that. There's no pole. There's nothing, and there is a lot of activity within the alleyway and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people died there, right?
Yeah, there's no bugs on the camera. You think that's a bug, Jay?
No, I seen bugs before, obviously on camera.
Yeah,
that's not a bug at all.
Yeah, so
you can see the head, body, and legs.
Yep,
it's clear.
Yeah, so
it's blocking the fence.
Yeah, he told me he caught a couple other stuff on surveillance, but he wasn't able to send over the footage. A little backstory or a little added story to the alleyway is that there's always shadows lurking around in the area. One story is that he has the surveillance camera right there pointing towards the alleyway too, because he parked his ride in the back and stuff just to make sure nobody breaks in. This is Long Beach, guys.
Yeah.
LBC.
Pretty sure they would know how LBC is built like.
Yep. So one time what happened was he had a friend come over. His friend's lady was sitting inside the car still in the alleyway, right? But the guys were looking at the surveillance footage. They saw somebody walking around his friend's car, like trying to break in, right? So they see a dark figure circling around the car, back and forth, back and forth. They went out. His friend went out to go check. Nobody. Simultaneously, while his friend is out there, they can see his friend out there as clear as day. But also they can still see the shadow going around the car. The guy's lady sitting in the car, she don't see anything.
So only the cameras catch
Only
it.
the camera caught it. I was hoping that we can get footage of that.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can find that and send it over, and we can bring it up to in future episodes. But so that was caught, and the thing about the area, I'm not gonna specify which spot is at. It's near Cherry Ave, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. A lot of shooting, a lot of killing, a lot of activities around the area. That's one thing.
Yeah. So that's crazy.
What do you think about it?
Hopefully, we can get that footage.
When you live,
I want to see it.
When you lived there, do you witness anything or anything like
Living
that?
in that house, did I? No, not really. I mean, I was really young though.
I remember I used to have to babysit you guys when your parents went out of town.
Yeah, and
it was just creepy.
Yeah.
Every single time I stayed there, it was just creepy.
The only thing that I could remember, just because it was so long ago, walking that walkway,
A long stretch. Yeah.
banana trees, just a whole bunch of banana trees.
One more story that goes along with it is pretty, I would say, recent. Your aunt, Caroline, she actually saw an apparition firsthand, right? So what they do is, like I said, they have a surveillance back there because they parked their car in the back. And she came home around 10 p.m. at night, and she had the kids, your cousins, in the car. She parked the car, and she saw a dark figure there, standing in the alleyway. She said was he was wearing. She said it was a male, wearing all black, and she made eye contacts
With that figure?
with the figure, and she say it gave her a crooked smile. And then all of a sudden, he just started tippy-toeing across the alleyway and walking to the neighbor's garage. Garage door was closed, guys.
He walked through the garage.
Tippy-toe, walked through the garage after giving her a crooked smile. With her having the kids, she wanted to make sure it was not a human.
Yeah.
One thing your grandma always tells is that ghosts can't hurt you, but human beings can. And she wanted to make sure that it wasn't human, and she confirmed that it was not a human being. And that was a pretty recent one that she texted me and she told me about and stuff. And when I asked her to just send me some more footage, but yeah, the alleyway's a little creepy. I've always had issues every single time I have to go walk back there. I try not to look around too often because
The way you look around, it's like you start thinking too much.
yeah, and then going towards back that spot. My cousin husband, he was walking towards the back, to go hang out and stuff. If you look at this image, there's a kick spot there, but we're not gonna tell you where it's at. Joanna's husband walked to the back, and one of the neighbors, your grandma's neighbor house, he saw somebody standing there, just smoking
At the back?
Yeah, Bonsal's old house.
Oh.
And he was like, "Who the hell are you?" The person just looked at him and stared at him, and it wasn't saying anything.
What the hell?
He was like, he went to Shades. He was like, "Hey man, somebody's standing over there and stuff," but the person disappeared.
Really?
Yeah, towards that back spot. And with my mom's neighbor, she said that she witnessed a lot of things in that home too. From seeing a little kid jumping out. Even your Aunt Kellyanne saw something there. They were, during summertime we go visit and stuff. She would hang out in the front, and then she told the neighbor, Beeman's mom was like, she was like, "Hey, Beep, the kids are home." And Monsal was like, "The kids aren't home." And she going, "Who the hell is the kid sleeping on the bed in the living room?"
What the fuck?
What Monsal said? She go, "Oh, that's my other kid. He shows up every now and then."
So she knows.
She knows. She's seen him. So that activity within that point of the area, it's always like
there's a lot of different type of activities.
There's a lot. There's a lot of stuff going on. From your grandma's house to the neighbor's house to your aunt's house.
Yeah, that whole stretch right there. It's just.
And obviously, previous stories I told you what I witnessed, and I'm just kind of glad that they caught stuff on this camera.
And it doesn't surprise me, like when
I kind of wanted, when I went to visit, I kind of wanted to put a camera out and record stuff, but I'm afraid I might catch.
I know, huh?
You know? Yeah, let us know what you guys think.
These are 100% real photos, guys. So.
Yeah, and if you guys have any photos or footage or anything, let us know. Send it over to us. We'll talk about it in a future episode. Anything else, Jay?
No, I mean, well, since we're on the topic of things getting caught on camera, right? Mm-hmm. I'll just bring up something random, a story that I have. So my mom's in-law.
Yeah.
I guess there's a family that passed away and they follow her specifically, right? And I remember, I mean, this was back when I was in high school, like a freshman. Mm-hmm. There was no such thing as video editors on phone or anything. It was on a Nokia flip phone.
Yeah.
Right? That has a camera. And she was showing me pictures, like, to prove that she's being followed by a ghost family. Mm-hmm. Her son took a photo of her son, right? And behind the son, you could see a little boy's face right there, right? It's crazy. And there was another one where she came across a random video that she recorded because she said that every time she feels a certain way, she knows that they're around. Mm-hmm. So she just randomly took a video, and it was towards the hallway. And I remember she was showing me it because she was just flipping through her phone. She's like, "Oh, what is this video? I don't remember this." She pressed play, and then it was a hallway, and then you see a shadow figure, like a human, right? Mm-hmm. Just walking in the hallway from one end to the hallway to the other end. And I remember seeing that. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" She's like, "Do you see that?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, damn."
Wow. Are you able to try to find a way to get that footage?
No, that's like
deleted and gone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
This is way back then, so that's understandable.
Flip phone days.
Flip phone days. Yeah. So
I remember we were eating, right? And you know how us Asian folks, we eat, we put our plates on the floor and we eat around. Mm-hmm. And then I was just eating with them, and then she was like, "Hey, Lori," she was asking my mom, she was like, "Lori, they want to know if they can eat with us." I was like, "What?"
Screw that.
And I was like, "What?" In my head, I didn't say it out loud because I don't want to be disrespectful or anything.
Wow.
But yeah, that's just something random. Mm-hmm. Stuff caught on camera.
That's creepy.
I wish I had the footage of that.
Yeah, like as we said, if you guys have any footage or anything caught, send it over to us. We would love to discuss it and talk about it in future episodes and stuff. So, my name is Boy.
And I am Jay.
And thank you for tuning in to Asian Paranormals. We'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.
Peace, guys.